So if someone came to any of you, and I'll give you each a chance to kind of share your own, but if someone came to you and said, hey, I'm thinking about starting a small business, what's the first piece of advice you would give them?
Research. Know your market. I mean, know how you're going to get the money to start the business. Know if you even have something that people in town want to come to.
I'm probably the oddball because I'm the entrepreneurial spirit. Like ever since I can remember thinking, I've always wanted to own my own business. You know, and you know when I was a little kid, I used to sell crackers with like jelly on them to my neighborhood kids, friends for 5 cents. So I just go. I mean, if you have a good idea and you can put a business plan together, like just give it a shot. I mean, and that's really.
Man, I can see you two butt heads.
A little bit.
that's it's kind of way out of bounds because you have to be more careful than that. But
right.
I mean, there's, you know, if there's a good idea and you have the financial means to do it, then you should give it a shot. So
I think there's people that wait for the perfect time to do whatever they're going to do. And there comes a point where you just have to do it. And it's going to be messy and it's not going to be perfect and there's going to be bumps in the road. But there comes a point, like you said, you have to do your research, but you have to just do it. So, yeah, I get that.
And I like that. So, you know, it's that pit in your stomach that you're like, oh man, I'm about to jump off this here cliff, and I don't know if my parachute's going to open.
Right.
But I've always been. I mean, in my work life outside of McCues, I mean, I go into clients' offices all the time, or out for coffee, and they can tell me to go fly a kite, or they can say, hey, I like what you guys are doing. Let's do some business.
Right.
So I'm preconditioned to all of that. I mean, if my parachute opens, good. If it not, then I hope something like gets in my way, like a tree or something.
Right. Yeah.
I don't fall too hard.
Right. Right.
Sorry.
Katie, how about you?
Oh gosh. I'd probably tell them not to try not to get wrapped up in the what ifs, which is hard to say, but gosh, I just remember those first couple of months when we were actually like, okay, we're doing this. I mean, you know, like Ryan said, it was sleepless nights, it was a lot of worry, it was, you know, you just about made yourself sick, worrying about the unknown, and it's like Joe said, at some point you just gotta jump and do it, and it's turned out very well for us.
I think that, so early on in the foundation of this, so this was the first business that Tara has ever said, okay, let's do this.
It's had a lot of other ideas.
Yeah, I've had a lot of it. And so, you know, you get Tara's buy-in and say, let's do this. So we were all in, but then the Fitches, they provided that counterbalance. So Tara and I were ready to jump, and the Fitches were like, okay, what if, are we sure, you know, what if? And I think it really made, I mean, our business plan was outstanding, and because that counterbalance really forced us to take a look at what this looks like. And it was all on paper, but it provided that, I mean, it provided that foundation for what we have today. Yeah.
So Ryan, how about you?
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Coffee. You can do it. I think you can do it. You know, you're not going it alone. You know what you were talking about earlier. That's one of the things that I was thinking about is you are not going it alone. You've got some people you can fall back on. I mean, so many times you feel like you're up a creek. What am I going to do here? And I don't know. It just always seems like somebody comes through, family or friends or whatever. And we're just kind of fortunate that there's 4 of us, and we can draw on the each of us. You know, so you gotta bury those worries and you gotta just do it. You know? I mean, obviously there's logistics that goes along with that, but you're excited. You know, don't let anything slow you down. So.
Right.